Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm just hanging out here in the shop, man. I'm working on a project right now. It's gonna be a box, and I'm gonna do a continuous grain pattern on the outside of the box. And several attempts I made to do continuous grain in the past, and it took me a while to finally figure out the actual trick to making your grain line up. And if you've had trouble in the past, if you've tried this and just can't seem to get your grain to line up, maybe this right here will help you out. So the biggest thing with continuous grain, say you've got your board, this is the end of your board here. Most of the boards you buy at Lowe's and Home Depot and everywhere else, you've got what's called flat sawn, and they've got these long grains in the cups that run across the board. And what happens when you stand this up on edge and you rip it down to do your continuous grain, you're losing some on the top, and it's just taking too much out of this grain pattern by the time you take that saw kerf out. These right here will hardly ever work out with this type of grain. The wood that you have to have is what's called quarter sawn. And quarter sawn is where the grain is running almost perfect 90 degrees with your board. Then when you rip it in half, your grain is still lining up. You're not running across this saw kerf and losing all that grain pattern. And I'm going to show you a good example right here, how good it actually works. So this one right here, you can see how the grain is running, and I'm going to rip it right down the middle like this. And this right here would be like your flat sawn. I'm going to do the same thing. Alright, so this is our first one that we did, and when you have the correct wood, no matter which way you place it, it should always be a perfect mirror image. Okay, you can lay it down flat ways. You can butt them up this. No matter which way you go with it, they always line up. Now this was our flat sawn. It's not a very good mirror image at all, because you lose all of that grain. And if you're having that trouble, it's probably because you're not having the right kind of cut. It makes a big difference. So if you're looking to do a continuous grain box, that's the kind of wood you need to be looking for.